Another episode, Real Gato, episode 2 of the Gato Show. Make some noise. Make some noise. We back. What an eventful week. Different times, different things going on, man. It's a lot of different things going on. But we're here. Nevertheless, we are here. I want to say shout out to everybody who like, comment, support, subscribe, pardon me. Everybody who showed love. Everybody who had feedback for me. Like I said, I want to do these because I figured I want to bring something new to the table. I watch a lot of podcasts. Shout out to a podcast I watch. Doing a thing. So, I figured, I'm consuming the content. I'm consuming different podcasts. Let me get in the game. Let me participate. Let me bring my 2 cents to the table. As y'all know, I do the music thing. But sometimes, I don't feel like rapping. Sometimes I don't feel like being in the studio. Sometimes, I feel like expressing my point of view and experiences in a different light, different medium. So here I am, episode 2 of the Gato Show. Once again, make some noise. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, man, very eventful. Last 2 weeks, got an opportunity to meet a lot of different people, different walks of life, different perspectives. Learned a couple of things, and I wanted to kind of elaborate on some of the things that I've been learning. I wanted to really get into this. This has been kind of something I've been thinking about a lot, and it's basically perfection, right? I've been thinking about perfection, not the nightclub, not the spot, not the strip club, no. I'm talking about perfection, and perfection in the human experience, and what does it mean to me, what does it mean to people, and then ultimately, what is the ultimate truth behind this concept of perfection? As we know, we live in a social media age, a digital age, and so now everything is based on your digital representation. And so everybody, posts a highlight reel on Instagram, but they don't post when they drop the ball. Everybody posting when they scoring buckets. They out, on trips, doing a thing, foreigns doing a thing, designer doing a thing, eating good steaks, lobsters, and salmons, and all that good stuff. Make some noise for the steaks, salmons, and lobsters. But they don't post the failures. They don't post the debt. They don't post the heartbreak. They don't post the health issues, the family issues, the letdowns, the setbacks. They don't show that stuff because it's not the pretty stuff. It's not what makes people look good in a good light, because everybody on social media wants to show that they got it together. And I was thinking about that. And then I was thinking about what life actually is. And then I was thinking about the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys that, the old people used to tell us about. What goes up must come down. And, it got me to doing a little bit of research. And it got me doing a little bit of research in terms of something that I practice pretty much every day, which is, audio engineering, but more so on a physical level, on a physics level, I should say. And the research that I was doing, it was based on what is called the oscillating wave. So what is the oscillating wave? The oscillating wave is basically a measurement system of measuring and tracking electromagnetic frequencies. Now, not to get too scientific, I'm going to break it down in layman's terms. Everybody always talking about the vibe. Yo, she got a vibe. He got a vibe. We what's the vibes? Everybody want to know what that is, right? Everybody say that, right? But what they really saying is, yo, what is the electromagnetic frequency of that particular setting? Now, as we all know, everybody, human beings, matter for that that part is made up of frequency, light, sound, and vibration, and friction, right? Now, friction comes from two polar opposites. And the offspring of these two polar opposites is what we call life. So let me break it down. Let me give you an example. You have male and female principles. And from that creates life as we know it. You have a positive and negative charge. So I'm going to tie this all in together. The oscillating wave. Well, my grandmother from the South, North Carolina, what she would refer to it as the ups and downs of life. And how does that tie into today's topic? Today's topic is understanding that perfection is not real. And the only thing that is real is the ups and downs of life, the oscillating wave. You got your peaks and your valleys. Now, I know the peaks are great. Everything is going good. Like I said, when you that money's in your pocket, you got health, you got wealth, you got success, good people around you. That's the peak. And the valley is when all of that goes. All of that gets lost. And now what do you do when you're in that valley or that downward part of the oscillating wave? That's what matters the most. That's who defines who you are. That's what signifies whether or not you're going to get out of the situation. So I just want to bring two steps because I'm trying to really add value. And two steps, I would say advice, but you know, you do your own research, you practice it in your life, see how it works. When you're going through the downtime, the valley, three things that you can do. Number one, I should say, is become extremely aware of you in that downward time and be okay with it. Be comfortable with it. Be cool with the fact that that is exactly where you were designed to be in the grand scheme of things. Because we live in our own individual worlds inside of our own heads. But the reality is that we're part of a cosmic ecosystem. And so there's no isolated person. There's no isolated situation. Everything has a domino effect. Everything. And when you understand that you and your issues are limited and small compared to the entire earth and everyone in it. So having that objective awareness, that objective reality to understand that you are in your down period or your down season, that is the first step. Being aware that it's happening. The second step is to radically accept it. To radically accept that you are in your down period. Because it is all part of the oscillating wave. What goes up must come down. And for every up that you had, you must pay the price of experiencing a down. That is what keeps the balance of life. And it's never personal. It's never personal. And those downs could come in the form of health issues. It could come in the form of people betraying you. It could come in the form of losing money. It could come in the form of government downfall. I mean, all kinds of things. That's just part of the ultimate truth of what life is. And step 3, after radically accepting it, not trying to divert it, not trying to sidestep it or medicate it or, drown yourself out of it. Step 3 is now action. Action, movement. Because once you've gone through your aware stage and you've gone through your acceptance stage, now you must begin moving in the opposite direction of that down period or that down part. So And I keep it all the way 100. I've been a little under the downward situation myself within the last 2 weeks. I'm moving forward. I'm progressing. There's a lot of good opportunities in front of me, but with a lot of them come a lot of responsibilities. And I'm going through what is called golden handcuffs. So that's having things of value that I'm thankful for, that I'm blessed with, but it doesn't allow me the freedom to just get up and go. So something that you would be golden handcuffed to would be like real estate, property, rental property, tenants, a business. You just can't get up and travel the world. You still have responsibilities. And this last week was kind of a down period for me. But then now, realizing that, hey, you've been up and you've been down. Being aware that is the most important thing. Okay, cool. I'm going to accept it. Radically accept it. And just be cool with it. Instead of trying to medicate or get high all the time or overeat or do whatever necessary to, ease that thought process, that mindset. Nah, I'm just going to lay in it. I'm aware that I'm going through something right now and it's cool. And then after a while, I begin motion. This podcast, doing this episode, is an example of motion, action. And then now I start to get towards my peak. And that's exactly how life goes. Without that friction, none of us would be alive. Without that oscillating wave, without that up and that down, none of us would be experiencing the human experience. So in regards to having perfection in your life, or the concept of perfection, it doesn't exist because it is against the law of physics itself, which is that all things must have a up and a down, a peak and a valley. So when you go through your peaks, be grateful for them. Enjoy them, live in them. Spread them around with the people that you love. And try and prepare for the downfall, because guess what? It's always coming. It's always around the corner, and it's out of your control. No matter how much you think you got control, it is not in your control. Understand it, be aware, and be okay with it. A lot of times people do things and they don't do it because they are aware. They do it because they're not aware. A lot of people harm others and hurt each other and do all this other crazy stuff because they unaware. They unaware of the downward time in their life. They don't understand that it's part of a cosmic balance and that the up part is just around the corner. You just got to hold it down until that up part comes. And that's the real. And I don't care what they show you on Instagram. I don't care about none of that. We all put our pants leg on one leg at a time. We all got to breathe. We all bleeding. You know what I mean? We all going through something. And social media have it where if you're not careful, you could be a strong-minded person and still go through the comparison and contrasting and why I don't have this and why I don't got this motion going on and why you can go through all of that. Why my life ain't perfect. So you got to be careful. You got to understand. Once again, perfection does not exist. And will we want perfection anyway? Honestly, no. I can't say I want perfection. I don't want the perfect thing because I have nothing to strive for. If I have perfection, then I don't have a mission. I don't have a mission to get better every single day. If I have perfection is death. That means that it's over. There's nothing else to live for. I've accomplished everything that I need to do. I've served as much as I can. I've lived a perfect life. That don't exist. So I don't want perfection. I want imperfection because it gives me something to do. It gives me something to fix. It gives me a purpose. And every day I get a little bit better. I'm on that purpose. So I'm going to leave y'all with this, man. Perfection don't exist. You got a project you're trying to get off the ground, get it off the ground. Work with what you got. You comparing and contrasting yourself to somebody else thinking they got a perfect life. Guess what? They don't. And understand that you will never get that perfection because it's against the laws of the oscillating wave. It's against the laws of the up and the down, the cosmic balance of friction between two polar opposites. When you accept that, you aware of that, you live a much better life, you live a wiser life, you live a more peaceful life, and that's what we want. We want winners. Not just about the money, man. Not just about the bread. But it's about that wisdom. It's about understanding. And that's what we striving for every single day, man. So, with that being said, shout out to everybody. I think it's a, good time to segue on out of there. Shout out to everybody doing what they need to do. I want to say this, in closing. I appreciate everybody for supporting everything that I've ever done. And if y'all can follow me on this journey, man, I'm going to try and bring the best I got for y'all. So with that being said, please, I would appreciate the support. Like, comment, give me some authentic comments on how I could get better. Subscribe, tell a person, share the content, because I'm doing it with good intention. I just want to help the fellow person that's next to me. Like, comment, subscribe. Real Gato TV, man. We signing off, man. Make some noise. Good episode.